Ended this afternoon with both houses, Lok Sabha and Rajyasabha, being adjourned sine die. This parliament session held special significance for the Rajyasabha, which marked its historic 250th session. 15 important bills were passed in this session, including the Citizenship Amendment Bill, which has been given presidential assent. For the Rajyasabha, Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu summed the winter session as one marked by seriousness and brevity. He described the performance of the Rajyasabha as the best in 49 years. The chairman also expressed happiness that the historic and landmark session of the Rajyasabha was ending on a happy note. In the next 30 minutes, we'll be bringing you the highlights of the winter session of Parliament with special focus on the 250th session of the Rajyasabha. Productivity was a major issue this session, especially for the Rajyasabha. Since the last session recorded productivity of 104% by availing more than the available time for transacting the business, maintaining the positive momentum was a big focus area for the upper house. It finally managed to see close to 100% productivity for 2 sessions in a row. Here are the details.
Meaningful debates were witnessed in the upper house on a wide gamut of issues in the winter session of Parliament. Over 20 sittings and against a total scheduled available time of 108 hours 33 minutes, the House functioned for 107 hours 11 minutes, resulting in a productivity of 99%. A total of 11 hours 47 minutes, accounting for about 11% of the available time of the House, was lost due to interruptions. However, making up for lost time, the members sat for 10 hours 52 minutes beyond scheduled hours, resulting in productivity of close to 100% during this session.
The historic 250th session of this August House is concluding today. I am one with all of you in taking pride in being associated with such a landmark in the history of Rajyasabha. While the last session recorded productivity of 104%, by availing more than the available time for transacting the business, this session too clocked almost around 100% productivity. This is perhaps for the first time that this House recorded 100% productivity for 2 successive sessions.
15 bills were passed in the session, including some landmark bills like the Transgender Persons Protection of Rights Bill, that is the first of its kind for transgender persons. Other major bills included the Citizenship Amendment Bill, the Constitution 126th Amendment Bill, extending reservation for SCs and STs in the legislatures by another 10 years, the bill banning e-cigarettes, the International Financial Services Centre Bill. After a long time, the upper house discussed and returned the appropriation bill.
I am very pleased to note that this House of Elders have demonstrated its resolve to send out a positive message by turning out 100% productivity during the last and this session. I tend to strongly believe that this new normal will stay for all the times to come. Whenever there is loss of time, we made up for the loss by sitting extra. That's why this percentage came. The debates on the state of economy, the Pegasus spyware issue, the surrogatory bill and the citizenship amendment bill, etc. have brought out the best from all sides in this August House. Spirited arguments and counter-arguments were made from both the sides. While the opposition flagged their concern, the Treasury benches sought to address them in equal spirit. This heightened quality of debates deservedly got the media space, providing a point that it is not disruptions alone fetch space, but meaningful debates get even more. I compliment all of you for the same.
39% of the total time was spent on legislative business, 25.4% on raising and discussing matters of urgent public importance under short duration discussion, 2 calling attention notices, 0 hour and special mentions, 13% on question hour meant for ensuring accountability of the executive, and 5% on private members' bills. During this session, a total of 199 0-hour and 115 special mentions were made at the rate of a record over 14 and 7 respectively per day. This is a substantial improvement over 90-hour and 5.50 special mentions made per day during the last session.
I would like to sum up the course of this historic session as one marked by seriousness and brevity. The seriousness is born out of definite sense of purpose of enhancing the dignity of this august institution. Brevity has manifested itself in adhering to the time limits, resulting in more number of starred questions orally answered and 0 hour and special mentions made, besides more number of members intervening in debates during this session. I am particularly happy over all of you collectively demonstrating that parliamentary democracy is more about contestation of ideas and ideologies than confrontation, which carries a tinge of conflict in its womb. The quality of debates on several occasions bear this out. Effectiveness of parliamentary democracy is critically dependent on efficient functioning of legislature.
171 starred questions, accounting for 67% of the total 255 questions scheduled to be taken up, were orally answered in the session. This came to 9.5 questions orally answered per day, which is the best performance in the last 49 years since 1971, for which data is available. The previous best has been 8.71 starred questions orally answered per day during the 198th session in 2003. This is Kriti Mishra's report for Rajyasabha TV.
And the Lok Sabha also witnessed a highly productive winter session. The lower house recorded a productivity of 116%. During the session, 18 bills were introduced in the Lok Sabha, out of which 14 bills were passed. Overall, 15 bills were passed by both houses of Parliament. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla said that a total of 20 sittings were held, clocking 130 hours 43 minutes. Oral answers were given for 140 starred questions, and all 20 starred questions listed for the day were taken up on 27th of November. The winter session that concluded on Friday started with a landmark debate on the relevance, role and direction of the Rajya Sabha. Let us see how the upper house debated its mandate in current times.
The winter session of Parliament held a special significance for the Rajya Sabha, marking, as it did, the 250th session of the upper house.
Session began reflecting on the role of Rajya Sabha in the Indian polity and the way forward on the historic occasion of 250th session of this august institution. It gave us an opportunity to reflect on the journey so far and introspect as well on what needs to be done to enable this house to fulfill its mandate more effectively.
On the first day of the session, Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu set the context for the discussion, praising the role played by the upper house so far and calling for a sincere introspection over missed opportunities.
Today, all of us have the honor of being associated with and part of historic 250th session of this august house. I compliment all of you for this rare and unique opportunity worth cherishing for a long time. This momentous occasion is an opportune time for collective reflection on the journey so far and sincere introspection over the missed opportunities. This is warranted so that we don't repeat the mistakes.
Rajya Sabha has had a great history. It's the House of Elders. After the Lok Sabha debates something or passes a law, it comes here and there is consideration here. And the traditions have been going on in a very careful way. The Vice President is the Chairman of the House, giving it much more stature. So we can say it's a very historic occasion, historic session. It's a landmark session reaching 250.
Taking part in the discussion in the upper house, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said Rajya Sabha showcases the diversity and federal structure of the country. He added that the Constituent Assembly's decision to have two houses has proved to be fruitful and productive.
भारत के फेडरल स्ट्रक्चर की आत्मा यहाँ पर हर पल हमें प्रेरित करती है। भारत की विविधता, भारत की अनेकता के एकता के जो सूत्र है, उसकी सबसे बड़ी ताकत इस सदन में नजर आती है और वो समय समय पर ये रिफ्लेक्ट भी होती रहती है। राज्यसभा एक प्रकार से चेक एंड बैलेंस का विचार उसके मूल सिद्धांतों के लिए बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण है, लेकिन चेकिंग और क्लॉगिंग इसके बीच अंतर बनाए रखना बहुत आवश्यक होता है। बैलेंस एंड ब्लॉकिंग इसके बीच भी हमें बैलेंस बनाए रखना बहुत आवश्यक होता है।
Members from across the political spectrum took part in the discussion. The chairman said that they had made over 80 suggestions for the better functioning of the House, which are under his consideration. Various members highlighted Rajyasabha's contribution in the socio-economic transformation of the country.
The Rajyasabha is a permanent house. We have been designed in a manner to ensure continuity, as only 1/3 of our members retire every 2 years. We are thus able to build on our collective wisdom without having to start afresh after every general election. This gives us a mandate to strengthen ourselves continuously, to enhance the quality of our input on legislation and on resolving the challenges facing our country.
भारत के संघीय ढांचे में यह उच्च सदन एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका रखता है और इसलिए इस सदन का कितना व्यापक प्रतिनिधित्व हम कई बार कर सकते हैं। अभी हमारे इस सदन में आज के समय में भी 33 राजनीतिक दलों का प्रतिनिधित्व है और उसके साथ ही साथ बहुत सारे निर्दलीय सदस्य भी हैं।
The first recommendation that Punchi Commission made in regard to Rajya Sabha is that the essence of federalism lies in maintaining a proper balance of power in governance, and in this respect, the Council of States, that is Rajya Sabha, occupies a significant role. There is no doubt that Rajya Sabha is representative of states of the Union and is supposed to protect states' rights in central policy making, Punchi Commission says.
Some members, some political parties insist it is not in the interest of any particular political party or any particular thing. It's only in the issue. So if some political parties in the House suggest for a bill to be sent to a select committee, that could be considered by the government and it should not be put to vote by way of your majority or by wooing some political parties in favor of the political ruling party.
Deputy Chairman Harivansh said that it is the responsibility of all parties to participate in the proceedings and make debates meaningful.
मैं चाहूंगा कि हम सब मिलकर यह गंभीर बहस का माहौल सदन में हमेशा बनाए रखें। इसके लिए राज्यसभा के रूल्स प्रोसीजर बुक में जो भी लगे वो आम सहमति से कोई रास्ता हमें निकालना चाहिए। समितियां मिनी संसद के रूप में और सक्रिय और प्रभावी हों, उसके लिए जो भी रिसर्च से लेकर और सुविधाएं देना हो, मुझे लगता है कि एक साल या आगे के लिए जो IIT के लड़के वगैरह यंगस्टर्स जो आते हैं, उन्हें हम कैसे अपने सांसदों के साथ अटैच करें, जो हाउस उसकी व्यवस्था करे, वो हमें असिस्ट करें, तो शायद बहस की गुणवत्ता और बढ़े, सदन का सत्र समय बढ़े, बस इस शर्त पर कि सदन में गंभीरता से बिना व्यवधान उस बढ़े हुए समय का उपयोग हो।
The upper house paid homage to former leader of the house Arun Jaitley as well as sitting member Ramjeet Malani. Members also remembered the contributions of former members Jagannath Mishra, Sukhdev Singh Libra and Gurudas Das Gupta. Bureau Report, Rajyasabha TV.
And in our next report, take a look at the 15 bills passed by Parliament in this winter session.
The nearly month-long winter session of Parliament saw the passage of 15 key bills. The upper house passed the Transgender Persons Protection of Rights Bill 2019 that prohibits discrimination against transgenders in employment, education, housing, healthcare and other services.
अब ये नौकरी में, इसमें और सब प्रमोशन में, आरक्षण में इस प्रकार की कोई दिक्कत नहीं आएगी। साथ ही साथ प्रत्येक स्थापन इस अधिनियम के उपबंध की अनुपालना सुनिश्चित करेगा और उभयलिंगी व्यक्तियों को ऐसी सुविधाएं उपलब्ध कराएगा जो विहित की जाए।
The bill to ban e-cigarettes was also passed in this session. The bill prohibits electronic cigarettes, production, manufacture, import, export, transport, sale, distribution, storage and advertisement. It recommends imprisonment of up to 1 year or a fine of up to 1 lakh rupees or both for first-time violators of the law. For subsequent offences, the bill recommends jail term up to 3 years and a fine of 5 lakh rupees or both. The Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu Merger of Union Territories Bill 2019 provides for the merger of the Union Territories of Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu into a single Union Territory. It seeks to amend the first schedule to the Representation of the People's Act 1950 to allocate 2 Lok Sabha seats to the merged Union Territory.
The merger will not only ensure easy and convenient access to the public, but also fruitful utilization of the manpower, infrastructure and productivity of purpose. And also better delivery of the services to the citizens of the 2 UTs by improving administrative efficiency and reduction of the paperwork.
The Special Protection Group Amendment Bill 2019, which amends the Special Protections Group Act 1988, provides for provision of SPG security to the Prime Minister and members of his immediate family residing with him at his official residence. Parliament also passed the National Capital Territory of Delhi Recognition of Property Rights of Residents in Unauthorized Colonies Bill 2019. The bill aims to extend legal status to unauthorized colonies in Delhi and will benefit over 8 lakh people. Both houses also passed the Recycling of Ships Bill 2019 that seeks to regulate recycling of ships in accordance with international standards. The bill restricts the use of hazardous material on ships and regulates the recycling of ships. Parliament also passed the Citizenship Amendment Bill 2019 after an intense debate lasting over 8 hours. The bill seeks to offer citizenship to Hindus, Parsis, Sikhs, Buddhists, Jains and Christians from Afghanistan, Pakistan and Bangladesh who came to India before 31st of December 2014. The legislation also reduces the time frame for seeking citizenship from 11 years to 5 years.
आप कह रहे हैं कि इससे मुसलमानों का अधिकार चला गया, मुसलमानों का अधिकार चला गया, मुसलमानों का अधिकार चला गया, मुझे बताइए सिब्बल साहब, इसमें मुसलमानों का जो भारत का मुसलमान है, इसका अधिकार कैसे जाता है? इसकी नागरिकता कोई नहीं छीन रहा साहब। ये नागरिकता देने का बिल है, नागरिकता लेने का बिल नहीं है। ये नागरिकता देने का बिल है। उसके अधिकार के साथ कोई छेड़खानी मान्यवर ये बिल को नहीं। इसीलिए मैं कहता हूं माइनॉरिटी को कि अपप्रचार में मत आइए, ये भ्रामक प्रचार के अंदर मत आइए। ये जो आपको डराने का कार्यक्रम है वो पॉलिटिकल कार्यक्रम है। वास्तविकता ये है कि इस बिल से भारत के मुसलमानों की सिटीजनशिप से स्नान सूतक का कोई संबंध नहीं है।
Other key bills passed in this session include the Constitution 126th Amendment Bill extending reservation for SCs and STs in the legislatures by another 10 years, the National Institute of Design Amendment Bill 2019, the Chit Funds Amendment Bill 2019 to streamline operations of chit funds to protect investors that primarily comprises economically weaker sections of the society. The Arms Amendment Bill 2019, which carries a maximum punishment of life imprisonment for people found guilty of making or carrying illegal arms. The Jallianwala Bagh National Memorial Amendment Bill 2019, the Taxation Laws Amendment Bill 2019, the International Financial Services Authority Bill 2019, and the Appropriation Number 3 Bill 2019 was returned by the Rajyasabha. The Surrogacy Regulation Bill 2019 and the Personal Data Protection Bill 2019 were sent to joint select committees. Bureau Report, Rajyasabha TV.
Besides Hindi,
In adjourning the Rajya Sabha sine die, Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu congratulated members on a very productive session. His remarks on Friday capped a series of interventions by him throughout the session when he exhorted the members to ensure the smooth conduct of the proceedings.
I am particularly delighted over such a landmark session ending on a happy note with the House and the members acquitting themselves well in terms of productivity and quality of debates during this session. You may recall that during my valedictory observation at the end of the last session, I said that you have reasons to go back with smiles on your faces, having scripted the much needed turnaround in the functioning of this August House. I also compliment all of you for the last session proving to be the best in respect of several performances and parameters.
Rajyasabha Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu compliments to the members at the end of the winter session marked a constant endeavour to keep the House on course, constantly cajoling the members to ensure smooth conduct of the proceedings, even as he laid emphasis on upholding parliamentary customs, conventions and etiquettes.
कुछ लोग अपना इश्यूज को लेके चेयरमैन फैसला देने के बाद भी हंगामा करना शुरू करे और उसी कारण से फिर हाउस को अडजर्न करना पड़ते है और बाद में उसके कारण से बाकी मेंबर्स को नुकसान हो रहा है, उनको जो अवकाश मिलना चाहिए वो अवकाश नहीं मिल रहे और लोग आके मुझे बाद में शिकायत करते। एक बार हाउस अडजर्न करने के बाद ये भी एक लोगों का ऐसा आदत बन गया, ऑटोमेटिकली आज नहीं तो कल आएगा। मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ मंडे के बाद कोई इशू जो स्टेटेड था नहीं हो पाया वो अगला बिना विशेष अनुमति नहीं होगा। Clear. Secondly, if the member persistently defies the chair and goes on making commentary, I have no option otherwise naming them.
In the course of the session, the chairman made it a point to refer to non-participation of members in the meetings of parliamentary committees. Making a remark after the Surrogacy Regulation Bill 2019 was referred to the Select Committee of Rajyasabha, he asked for a report on how many members actually attend the meetings of the Select and Standing Committees.
I only suggest to the chairman that next time when they present the report to the House, he must also put an annexure how many members attended how many meetings of this committee, because certain amount of seriousness has to come into standing committee as well as select committee also. Please keep that in mind.
There were a lot of efforts on various issues. In Rajya Sabha, Vice President Venkaiah ji told repeatedly people to maintain order, not to waste time, stick to the point and do discussion in a very polite manner. He kept on reminding, see, the whole country is watching us. We need to do our duty correctly. So unruly members were again and again told that you mind your duty, don't digress, don't waste the time of the House. Similarly, on attendance also, he repeatedly warned members to be present for important meetings. And also on air pollution, there was a standing committee meeting before the session where the attendance was very poor. So he pulled up people on that also, like important committees, when discussions happen, members should attend. They should not take it in a very careless way.
Chairman Naidu also held a meeting with chairpersons of parliamentary panels on 5th of December. Expressing concern over absenteeism, Naidu informed that only 18 members attended all the 41 meetings of the 8 panels since their reconstitution in September this year. The chairman also congratulated the members for making edifying and concise zero-hour submissions.
I am really filled with joy and really tears are coming to my ears. The way my members of this House today, the way they contributed, they made their points in a well-structured manner and articulated. This is the message I want this House to convey to the people on daily basis, on every issue. Studying properly, coming here and articulating in a proper manner, highlighting the problems of their state or the communities, or different sections of the people.
On 12th of December, Chairman Naidu announced the constitution of an ad hoc committee to deal with the challenges of impact of social media and pornography on children.
I have considered the matter and decided to form an ad hoc committee with the same composition. Sri Jairam Ramesh will be the chairman of the ad hoc committee. The terms of reference of the ad hoc committee will be under. To study the alarming issue of pornography and the social media and its effect on children and society as a whole. To hold comprehensive discussion on the subject with all the concerned.
The chairman directed the committee headed by Jairam Ramesh to submit the report within a month. Bureau Report, Rajyasabha TV.
And that's it from us today in depth.